I took my uncle to a nice restaurant. I'm talking like fine dining, right? Told this man to dress up. He still showed up in his signature tracksuit. It's like, I told you to dress up. What do you do? He's like, I got my chain on, what?
That is comedian Josh Johnson in his first HBO special, Symphony. He's been grinding for more than a decade, bringing his commentary on current events, culture, and relationships into storytelling sessions. You may also know him from The Daily Show and his weekly YouTube sets. I recently met up with Josh Johnson in New York, and one thing I noticed, with Josh Johnson, there is a story at the center of every one of his jokes.
We lost Spirit Airlines.
There's a couple of things from my experiences on Spirit that I've just kind of always had.
I'm not an economist, but I think a whole airline shutting down might be a recession indicator.
So there was the thing of the woman walking up to the gate agent and being like, where's the plane?
The gay agent, without, I'm assuming, thinking, without missing a beat, just white eyebrows like that, we all have questions.
For Josh Johnson, almost everything can eventually become material. Between posting new stand-up sets online weekly, plus appearing on The Daily Show, his audience now extends far beyond comedy clubs. But fame hasn't quite landed yet.
If you want to talk about notoriety or any sort of fame, it's still, I'm at the level of squinting.
What does that mean?
If I'm at the airport and somebody sees me, they're like, they're not like, The Daily Show's Josh Johnson buying a bagel. That's not what's happening. They're very much like.
I read a lot of news, I watch a lot of news, and sometimes you need a break. I was trying to take a break. I was on my phone. Terrible idea.
When did you realize that the audience was not necessarily interested in a punchline, but that they were interested in your storytelling?
I look at what I want to deliver to an audience is a show that is really interesting and really funny.
If you're looking up at me and you're like, this guy's been mugged, you'd be right. I have been mugged. I am very muggable.
Johnson got his start in Chicago, working his way through comedy clubs. Then he made the move to New York. He's been at The Daily Show since 2017, first as a writer.
Josh Johnson, everybody!
Then in 2024, Johnson became a correspondent.
What do you think about Cookie Monster's battle with shrinkflation?
What do I think? I think Cookie Monster is being a little blue bitch. All right.
And later, a rotating host.
Let's start with King Charles, the world's oldest Nepo baby.
When you come in and they say, we're going to build a show around this particular thing that happened, how do you feel when you look at the news that you're going to then have to mine for a comedic tilt or slant on it?
Honestly, as soon as I heard about the ballroom, I knew we would end up paying for it. Like, Trump is the type of dude to wine and dine you and then forget his wallet.
Like, the actual subject matter is not funny, but the jokes that come out of that subject matter are funny.
He'll just be sitting with you like, I hope you had a great time.
That ability to observe the world around him has been driving much of his comedy, including on one of stand-up's biggest stages.
Do y'all ever wonder if the first chiropractor was just bad at murder?
What's it like for you now to be fronting an HBO comedy special?
You do your best to operate in a way that you keep a level of belief and a level of like persistence and patience and professionalism that when the thing happens, you would hope it almost feels familiar.
Yeah.
But you still sometimes have to take a step back to be like, this is crazy.
And while the venues have gotten bigger, Johnson's approach hasn't changed much. Find the story, find the honesty, and hope people see themselves in it. You find yourself now in the squinting phase of your career, but you're releasing stand-up sets on YouTube every week.
The way that I have seen people today and they smile at me, they smile like...
A lot of people would say, well, I'm on The Daily Show now. I don't have to hustle that hard.
I look at it not as some obligation or not as some sort of feedback loop or trap. I look at it as I really enjoy what I do. I'm blessed that I get to do it. I don't look at it as I'm just doing this until this happens, because this happening was the whole intention.
Vlad, look at that shot. With the
He's
audience.
got huge millions of followers on social media. He is
Good.
blowing up. He's an incredibly talented guy and a really nice guy.
Must be really nice, though, to see your name when you've been working so hard on the marquee where it says, it's a Saturday, Sunday, Josh. That's got to be a great
Johnson,
feeling.
Here for it.
We're pulling for you, Josh, pulling for you. Bravo.